Yo, this is your boy G the old goat, and this is Chop It Up Podcast. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's been a minute. I've been on hiatus, since last year, and then decided to bring Chop It Up Podcast back for this year. I'm gonna have a couple of episodes, definitely gonna talk about a couple of topics, as well as news and sports, But let's get into this, man. Today's topic is about why people, or should I say, why most people are moving to Thailand and overseas is because of the cost of living. You know, what I mean by cost of living, let me break it down. Food. Food is cheap out there. Food is way cheap out there. I remember when I went to DR, I went grocery shopping a couple of times. Cheap. Cheap. Compared to when I go grocery shopping out here in New York, it's like 4 or 5 times as much. Doing grocery shopping out here compared to DR, I'll say 2 to 3 times the money if I was living in DR compared to New York or Thailand or Japan, or any one of these beautiful places. You know what I'm saying? That's just me keeping it real. Now let's get to the second one. Travel. As well as take an Uber, Lyft, car, transportation. Let's be real, it's cheap. Cheap 99, cheap, cheap, cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, especially you spending money on gas, you're like, oh shit, I done save a bundle. Compared to living in the US. That's why a lot of people is leaving. They don't want to deal with the headache. Then it's rent to own house. Now, if you know how it is in New York or a lot of these other spots, you know what I'm saying, those, states and cities, it's OD expensive to live. Like, let alone New York and LA is crazy expensive, man. Great, like what? Just to even rent a apartment is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? I remember I seen an apartment for like 15, 16, 1700. One bedroom. One bedroom. I had a bath. You know what I'm saying? Small at that too. Now if you buy something that same 1500, like let's just say that same 1500, I'll take that overseas. I'm getting a beautiful condominium, or a nice little apartment. 3, 2, 3 bedrooms, spacious. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I cut the costs. What I mean by cut the costs is like it's way cheaper to live down there than over here in the States. Over here in the States is highway robbery. Highway robbery, man. Like what we pay for apartment over here or a house, you could get a couple of houses down there. 2 or 3 houses. Matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? I remember one of my bros, he moved overseas. He was like, yo, bro, he told me, listen, to this day, you know what I'm saying? He told me that was the best move he made. It's like, yo, it's beautiful out here. He's like, and the taxes, let's get to that. Taxes. Now, as you know, we paying so many taxes in the US. He said over there, pay a few taxes, and you good. You good. Hell, other spots you're not even paying as much taxes as you paying in New York, LA. You know what I'm saying? Detroit, a lot of these other, states. You know what I'm saying? Houston, even Houston is cheap. You know what I'm saying? Cost of living in Houston is cheaper than New York. But if you go overseas, it's way more cheaper than both. It's way cheaper than living in Houston. It's way cheaper than living in New York. It's way cheaper than living in Chicago. Man, that shit is cheap. Your money could stretch out long over there. For real, man. It's crazy. He's like, he's like, the amount of money I spent over here, he's like, I could have saved 4 or 5 times as much if I moved down here sooner. I was like, damn. It's like that. He's like, it's like that, G. It's like that, G. I was like, I respect it. It even got me thinking about moving overseas, not for nothing. When you think about it, especially when you invest in yourself, you want to make the best life decisions. You know what I'm saying? You start looking at everything as an investment, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want to put your money into something whereas this is not giving me no value. On top of that, I'm wasting too much money on cost of living. I might as well go overseas. I might as well go, to Thailand, Japan, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico, DR. You know what I'm saying? What was spots? Colombia, Brazil. It's a lot of beautiful places. Whereas cost of living is very much way cheaper than living in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? And a lot might say that's the best, pretty much that they made the best life decision. If you go on YouTube, check this out. If you go on YouTube and you type in people moving to Thailand, or I moved to Thailand, or you type in why people are moving to Thailand, or why people are moving to DR, or why people are moving to Costa Rica, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's evident. It's just cost of living. You know what I'm saying? And it's only going to get more expensive in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? That's why I even tell a lot of people, especially on this channel, if you watch, if you subscribe and you tune into my videos about investing, I'll talk about the importance of saving and investing, as well as investing in yourself, as well as making the best investment. So if I'm making the best investment for myself, the best investment for myself is to move somewhere where it's cheap, either in the U.S. or how, you know what I'm saying? Just cut the cost of living down altogether by, living overseas. But hey, let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Let me know. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think about living overseas. Let me know what you think about living in the U.S. versus overseas. And do you feel like living in the U.S. has more benefits than overseas? Or do you feel like the cost of living in overseas is way better than living in the U.S.? Let me know about this in the comments below. This is your boy OG, the old goat. I'm definitely going to be dropping more on blogs. I definitely had to went on hiatus. You know what I'm saying? A lot been going on. But I will be dropping more blogs about sports, news, etc., investing, cost of living in other places, and just, topics at hand. You know what I'm saying? Just topics in general. But definitely comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about this in the comments below. I'm out. Peace.